Hi, Subhash.
Hello, madam. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, Subhash. So, how was your day,
My
Subhash?
day was good. It went well. How about you? How was your day?
It was lovely. I had a great day ahead, even. And I think, Subhash, this is our first session together, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'll just give a short introduction of mine. My name is Madhumita Kar, and I'm from Hyderabad. And I've done my master's in English and in literature, and I've done my B.Ed from English and Foreign Languages University, Hyderabad. And I've taught students and learners of different age groups. So basically, my objective is to enhance the conversational skills of my learners, and I do check and look after their listening, speaking, reading, writing skills. So here at English Yaari, I will try my best to enhance your conversational skills as well. So, Subhash, without any delay, we will just start today's topic of discussion, and it is about Made in India. Okay, we have been hearing this phrase a lot nowadays: Made in
Yeah.
India, Make in India, right? So, I would just, like to know that what do you understand by this term, "Made in India," in the general sense? What is your
Made
opinion?
it in Made in India in general terms is that uh, whatever we are producing here, we are using in our country. So sometimes we bring something from other country, we import, and we have to depend on other country for that, and we have to pay a handsome amount for acquiring those things. So
Right.
why not we try to produce those things in our country by ourselves, and
Abs-
we shall become self reliant while doing so. So that is the term has come, that made in India, make in India. And this has come recently after, I think, our prime minister has brought this and make it happening actually in true
Right.
terms.
Right.
So particularly, that India has to incur a heavy expenditure on defense materials.
Right.
So
Arms and ammunitions and other
arms and
things also.
ammunition. Yeah.
Right.
So now India is trying to build all those things in our country itself. At the one time, we are saving money, and in
Right.
other way, we are becoming self-reliant. We don't have to uh,
Right.
depend on other countries, because
Right.
at times, when you are in need of those things, and if the country that you are dependent on is denying to give you those materials at times of your
Right.
need,
Yes.
then you will be in trouble. So I think this is a very good thing, and if we can do this, so that will be a great thing for us to do.
Definitely. Definitely. If we become self-reliant, I think that is the biggest thing for any country to achieve
Yeah,
that level of self-reliance, so that they can have their things being made in their own country, and it will benefit definitely, right? So
yeah.
many people. How Make in India, this particular thing, Make in India, would help in reducing budgetary finances.
Yeah, because one thing I've already mentioned, that when we buy something from foreign country, when we import something, we have to pay more, because we have to pay in dollar, which cost us
Right.
more. And other than that, if we can produce items in our country,
Hmm.
uh, we we will build manufacturing units, and we will employ people there. So the employees will be from our country. They will earn money in turn. They will spend those money, and that how money will circulate in within India only. We
Right.
will not lose a certain reserve of foreign reserve from our country to another country. So
Right.
whatever we will produce will remain in us. Our people will benefit. There will be generation of employment in our country. So it will be a very win-win situation for everybody.
Exactly. Good. So, what do you think? Like, how would this impact the scheme on? See, our country is facing issues like poverty and unemployment. So, how do you? Can you explain in detail? Because I believe you have a greater knowledge over this particular thing, as you are working in uh, like in such department which deals with finance. And so I would just like to know that, how does these sort of schemes, how do they impact the poverty and unemployment level of the country?
There are so many schemes that government are taking up, and implementation level is another factor. Suppose government has come up with a new scheme that every person who are below poverty level should get this much benefit out of this scheme. But do you think that every person under this below poverty limit get that benefit reaches? I think no.
Mhm. Yes,
In
right,
between, there are certain people who take the
mm,
advantage of these schemes and uh,
right. The
take
middlemen,
out,
they
yeah,
they take the advantage
take the
of.
advantage and they take the benefit, undue
Yeah,
benefit actually,
right, right,
which they are not supposed to get.
right.
So real the people who are really want this benefit, they don't get. Most of the people don't get,
Mm,
and that's how the poverty remains same. And there and another thing is that the rich people are getting richer and poor getting poorer. There is a wide
right,
gap between rich and poor.
right.
Uh,
Absolutely.
so this is one thing, and another thing is actually I don't support actually is that the government is uh, coming up with so many schemes. Okay,
Hmm.
so there are freebies they are giving to the people of certain categories like below poverty level people.
Right,
So what happened here is that people are getting free rice, free other materials, even in some cases cash also, which
right.
get deposited in their bank account.
Hmm.
So what happens that they are losing their willing power to do some work because they are getting whatever minimum thing that they want.
Right.
Willpower of doing their, they will not do hard work for earning
Yes.
money.
Yes.
So in a way, we are making them very lazy.
Hmm.
They are
Correct.
not self-reliant. They are
Right.
depending on the largesse given by the government. So
Right.
that is a negative impact actually is happening.
Right. Somehow, like, it is, stopping them to aspire. Like these people, they can, aspire to become something in their life. They should try to, start having a job, or they should start working hard to get a job, so that they can earn a better livelihood. But
Actually,
when
government's motto should be to make the people self-reliant, so
right,
that so they can do something on their own. They can
right,
earn money on their own.
right,
That would be the real prosperity or real development
right,
for our country.
right. So yes, absolutely. I think yes, whatever you said, I think I truly am unanimous with the things which you said. And Subhash, like, I would really say that having a conversation with you, and the way you have been speaking so far, it's really commendable, because you're making very few mistakes. I think mistakes are there, but though, like, very few, because I believe you have achieved that level of command and gained a very good confidence, which is reflected. The only thing which I can say is that a bit of smile is required while having a conversation, right?
Okay.
Because that makes a conversation more interesting. Otherwise, I am really happy with the way you are speaking right now, and the confidence. I think a few lines were there which we can work on. Like you said, that the people who are below poverty level, they're really in want of that help. So instead of that, we can say they are really in need of such help, right?
Yes,
There were
yes,
very
yes,
few
yes.
mistakes, and I believe those mistakes are unintentional because I know you have a better vocabulary, I would rather say, because I've been hearing you so far, and the way you have made the progress, it is really commendable. And I believe you said that you read books every day, and at least 3 4 pages you read. That is, that
Yeah.
is reflected, because when we make effort, daily, it is reflected on our skills, on our conversational skills. So I can really say that you have achieved a good you know good level of confidence. The only thing is a bit of facial, like, expression, like, you need to be more expressive when you are speaking. I think that will really help you to gain more, like, win the hearts of more people when you are
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah,
you are
yeah.
talking.
Generally,
So
I smile while speaking. I don't know.
yes.
Today, maybe I come a bit serious.
Or
I
maybe
was
I am
looking.
new here because this is our first session, so that could be also a reason.
Maybe, maybe. But generally, I always smile while I speak to the tutor.
Right, right, right. So exactly, I'll just give a very short, uh, you know, uh, I'll just share my screen. I'll just give you a very simple exercise to
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Okay? That
Yes,
will
ma'am.
help you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I have made, like, often what happens, and I found it while you were also conversing. So this word "very" we use it
Uh,
often, right?
uh,
Very boring or very, beautiful. So this phrase, how to avoid this, because all of a sudden this thing, very very, it keeps on repeating.
yeah, yeah. Yes,
So
yes.
I'll give you very like a few easy words instead of using very. Okay.
Hmm.
So here, all right, can you see the slide?
Yes, yes.
Let's
I can
learn
see.
some new words. Okay.
Yes,
These are
yes.
some very basic words, okay? Basic words, and I believe you also know them. All right. It's
Yeah,
just about
ma'am.
a bit
Actually,
of,
I know, but I forget. When I
yes, yes,
speak, I
yes,
all these words do not
yes.
come to my mind.
Yes. So we have to make sure that next time, whenever we are going to speak, we have to use these
Yes,
words, right? Because I
yes,
know you are reading. You told me that you are reading, and definitely reading helps to build vocabulary. But what
yes,
happens,
yes,
we tend to forget while speaking that what would be the correct word. So it's better to exercise a little bit of this. All right. So
yeah, yes,
instead of
yes.
saying very angry, we can say furious. So I would just,
Furious.
yes, I would just ask you, can you frame a sentence with furious?
When I heard him saying something against my wife, I became so furious that I thought I would kill him.
Perfect, perfect. Well done. Very good. Next is, instead of saying very bad, we can say awful, right? Awful.
Yeah,
So can you use this
you.
word in a sentence?
Yeah, yeah. Today while I was taking lunch, I went to a restaurant. The food that they were serving was awful.
Right, right. So the correct pronunciation of restaurant is restaurant. Okay, restaurant.
Restaurant,
Yes,
restaurant, yeah,
restaurant.
restaurant.
Okay. So today when I went to a restaurant, the food they served was awful. Correct.
Awful, awful, yeah,
Ah, good. Next is, instead of saying very beautiful, we can say gorgeous. So
yeah.
can you frame a sentence with gorgeous?
Yes, ma'am, you are looking gorgeous.
Wow, thank you so much. that that was a wonderful compliment. All right. Instead of saying very boring, we say dull.
Yeah,
So let's use this word.
yeah. While I was speaking to him, he was repeating the same thing, and it became a dull conversation.
Wow, fabulous. Good, good, good. A dull conversation. This is such a beautiful, experiment with this word, right? And you appropriately gave me the correct context that, when we repeat the similar same words again and again, the conversation becomes dull, right? And this is the
Yes,
reason we should try to enhance our vocabulary.
yeah, yes, very
Good use.
right. Yeah.
good use. So, sir, the only thing here is that I want you to use these words. These are very basic words. I know you were also aware of these words. I am definitely,
Yeah.
I can understand that. The
Yes,
only
ma'am.
thing is that we have to use these words often so that, we get rid of this word very. Because when we keep on repeating very, the conversation becomes dull, as you said that. So next time,
Yeah.
whenever, even if while giving a speech, or like in a public meeting, like it can happen that you may be asked to give a speech or something, or speak on something over a stage. So try to
I
use these
always
words.
I always try to avoid this situation. Actually, I have a very great fear. Again, I have used this very sorry. I I have great fear of public speaking.
I
So it happened in the past also that suppose in my office there are some senior officers have recently retired, and in that occasion when we have gathered to give a befitting farewell,
right,
so someone from them asked me to say a few words about that personality. So I just could not. Once or twice I did, but I always try to avoid, which I should not. I know that, but
right.
it's a fear actually.
You know what? I'll share my own personal experience. Maybe I was in ninth standard or eighth standard. I don't remember. Ninth maybe. And this happened that I was all of a sudden, I gave a very good speech inside the class in an English period. Our teacher had made some competition and asked us to speak about deforestation. I practiced that. I by heart it. I mugged it up, and then I spoke. And my friends were very happy. They said, "Wow, wonderful! You spoke so well." Now, next time, some people came and they wanted somebody, to speak. Like there was an extempore competition, and they wanted participants from each and every class. Now, my friends gave my name without asking me, and I was very, very hesitant because speaking in front of my own friends is different, and speaking in front of the whole school was
Yes.
completely a different
Right.
scenario.
Yes. Yes.
I could not utter a single word in front of the whole school, and it was such an embarrassing moment for me that day. They asked me to speak on football. It was so easy, but I could not speak anything. And then, after many years, for many years, I avoided this situation that I'm not going to speak in front of the people. Like I will never come to go to the stage and speak. But when I became teacher, and basically, I had been teaching in a lot of army schools. So when I was in this school, and most often the English teacher comes to this category that they will have to speak on over, they will have to, host the show, the entire program, and all. And my principal gave me this duty that you will have to do this. So I was really nervous, but I mustered enough courage. And then, I that after my first performance, people, they were so happy. They told me that we didn't know that you can speak so well, and it gave me
Okay.
that courage. So that, and after that, every program in the school, I was told to speak over. Like I had to host the show, the entire program. So, the thing is that we always feel that we do not have the courage to speak. But I would suggest you that, the way you are speaking, I think you have the confidence within you. You have a good confidence. Your presentation skills are very good, and your conversation which you are trying to make, you're making very less few mistakes which can be, like ignored even. So the thing is that I would just try, like I would suggest you to try
Yes.
to, next time when you get the opportunity, keep it short, but try to say something. Because
Yes.
I
Yes.
know people will be keeping an eye over you, and that is the biggest fear, but still, it
Yeah.
will
Yes.
help you. Once you will achieve that level of confidence to speak in front of the people, I think that then there is no stopping at all,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes. Right.
Okay. So, Subhash, it was wonderful having a conversation with you. I really enjoyed, and I must say that you have a very good knowledge over the subjects also, because the way you spoke about our today's topic, it was wonderful, and gathering that information from you, it was helpful for me as well. So, Subhash, I would love to have more conversations with you, but I think I'm out of time
Yeah.
today. I'm running out of
So
time.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. And really, it was a very good conversation. I learned something from you how to go about it for improvement. So thank
Right.
you very much. And what to
Yes.
say? Say bye. Good night.
Yes. Good night. Good night. Take care.
Take
All right.